I was doing a project up in Edmonton in the late mid 90s, I guess, and I would drive to Edmonton and take me 5 hours door to door. So I leave Edmonton at 8 o'clock at night, and I'd arrive home at 1 in the morning, almost to the minute. And I'd be listening to CBC radio, and there was a fellow on the radio saying, there's this program on, they were going to say, there's a fellow in Toronto that's extremely successful, and he's going to give you his secret to success. And so you listen to this whole program.
Yeah, I mean, I would add the internet is full of that. You go on YouTube, there's everyone or anyone giving you the secret of success.
Right.
So,
well, this one was about real estate. This was real estate success. So, okay, so I'm listening. And so the guy comes on, he says, yeah, I got out of the Second World War, and I'm living in Toronto, and I bought a building and paid me rent, and I bought another one, and fast forward 40, 50 years, I've never sold them, and I'm worth a lot of money. You know, and that's really the secret to success back then, because values of product were quite low because real estate was not sort of the flavor of the month. It was probably manufacturing at the time, farming, higher return deals. So real estate was a high risk. And it wasn't even considered a business, actually. It wasn't. So fast forward now, real estate has become a commodity, and the rates of return are manipulated by the real estate firms, and their arithmetic and my arithmetic don't work together.
Can you talk a bit about that? What do you mean by manipulated?
Well, no, I don't want to be alienating the people I do business with, but
all right, you can say it in a diplomatic way. What? Let's not call it manipulated. Let's call it enhanced.
Well, that's probably a good term. They enhance the upside of real estate.
Okay. How so? How would one do that?
Well, they would. A simple version would be their rate of return is speculation of what it is worth today, plus the incremental increases over the life expectancy, your life expectancy.
So future value, basically.
Future value.
Okay, got it.
And so that is, I mean, if anybody can predict the economy in the future, they'll be worth a lot of money. Now, it's cyclical, as the stock market is. And so that's the one part of it. The biggest part that I see that they discount is the fact that real estate is like automobiles or like airplanes, is that they require an ongoing maintenance program. And
right.
That money is never accounted for.
Interesting.
And so what happens is roofs wear out, mechanical systems wear out, rental rates go up and down with the market. And right now they're at a very big high. And if you buy it on the rate of return you expect to get for what I consider to be quite excessive rental rates, and the market corrects by 10, 15, 20%, you're in the ditch when you've got a 5, 6, 7% return. Not good. The other thing that happens with the real estate market today is because the rates are the rates on capital, just bank rate, bond rates are so extremely low, 1, 2, 3%, where real estate appears to be quite lucrative at 5, 6, 7%.
Yeah.
But it's quite risky. And the problem is people take on debt at that low rate of return, and if the market hiccups, you're in trouble. Now, the people that are coming into the market right now are people with what I say spending other people's money, pension funds,
right,
large investments, REITs, investment companies. So they're skewing the market. And we just use a very methodical horse and buggy method of evaluating real estate. I tell realtors, we evaluate real estate buildings the same way you evaluate a used car. What's the paint job like? What's the motor run like? How many miles are on it? Tires good or bad? And that applies to buildings. You know, you just look at the building condition. A lot of buildings, they put lipstick and rouge on them to make them look really fluffy, but the nuts and bolts have to be good. That's where heritage buildings come in. Heritage buildings can be beyond the point of no return, but a lot of them are still salvageable. as long as you catch them at the right time and prepared to invest a lot of money into them. But that same thing applies to basically any real estate.